But now when we shoot over to special orders, this thing is bunks. Like it's not pretty. Okay, ready guys? Chieftain.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness, this guy is ugly. What is going on, guys? Back here with Staycation, and a ton of new stuff has changed in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. That's why we're here to talk about it with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do like it, please make sure you leave that like, subscribe to the channel if you're on already, and turn on those bell notifications. I'll see you guys there.
Easy go.
Alright guys, so Zero has been nerfed. This is a big change. A lot of people have been like wanting to happen, and honestly I'm pretty happy about it too. We're gonna touch on this after. I'm just gonna cover a few things that are new evidently in the menu right after this 1.10 update. So obviously we got the half off heist game mode. The whole selling point with this new game mode is the fact that it's half off, so everything in the shop before you start rounds is going to be 50% off, cheap. Like it's going to be cheaper, so you can be able to buy more things at the start of each round. Now when we go to the black market, there's a couple things I'm excited for, a couple things I'm really not excited for in the new Blackjack Shop and special order store. So when we go to Blackjack Shop, right away we got a new crashed outfit. This thing is absolutely amazing. Wait for it to look. There we go. It's absolutely amazing. I'm loving it. It looks so, this has to be like probably one of the coolest skins in the entire game so far. Crashes, like he hasn't had any good skins really, so I'm really happy to see this one. It looks super cool. I love the cape, I love the hood. Kind of looks like Assassin's Creed to me. That's the first thing I thought of. But now when we shoot over to special orders, this thing is bunks. Like it's not pretty. Okay, ready guys? Chieftain.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness, this guy is ugly. Like nothing special about him. I don't really like it, just the color, it's lame. I mean the fact that they're charging the same as this, like the same price Crash's outfit costs is the same price this costs. So I just don't see how they did that, or they didn't make Crash's outfit a special order. Just not very aesthetically pleasing. And then the main thing that gets to me, it's a Viking thing, but they didn't even put horns on the helmet. Like at least if they put horns on this this like cosmetic items helmet, I think it would have been a bit better, but it's just throwing me off. Doesn't feel right to me. Another thing I want to touch on quickly, it's a really cool feature they just added into this game. We got auto sprint now. I'm gonna be rocking this. You're not gonna have to mash up your controller's joystick anymore to sprint constantly in a game. Like I don't know how many times I've pushed my joystick in strictly for sprinting. So you're gonna save your controller a little bit there. It's really nice, but now the potential for this controller setting is huge, because when we go on down to button layouts, none of our button layouts allow us, like I'm just scrolling through them real quick, and you guys could see down the left joystick, nothing allows us to jump. And Treyarch really needs to allow us to customize our controllers now, because this is gonna eliminate the need to buy scuffs for a lot of people, because now that you have the left joystick freed up and you could run, you can like move around, you could sprint with it, and now you could potentially jump with this joystick as well. And then with the right joystick, you're gonna be able to look around, crouch, prone, slide, and you have your fingers on the triggers at all times. It's pretty sweet. Like you're never gonna have to take your thumbs off the joystick, and that is game changing. It's really nice to see them bring that into Call of Duty. Now just change those button layouts and maybe allow us to customize our controls. That would be sweet. Yeah, last thing, sorry guys. I want to cover this stuff because I think it's important for you guys. Reactive Camos, as you guys all know, we can put it on any gun now as long as it's gold, but in terms of the camos themselves and like how they react, they made it a lot easier. So for example, for guns that like had kill streak progression elements to the camo, so if you need to get like 5 kills and then 10 kills and then the camo would change like Rainbow Diamond used to, now it's just a progression of kills, just like Rainbow Diamond. You just have to get like 25 kills to reach the max form of that camo, just like for example. So that's how that's working. But we're gonna get back on track with Zero, because Zero has been nerfed. There's a ton of new changes to her, but I don't want to just talk about it with you guys. We're gonna be hopping in game and I'm gonna be showing you all the new changes to Zero and how it affects her gameplay and how long hacking times are gonna now take. So we're gonna hop into a custom match. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys can now see for yourself and really feel it out by watching the video and feeling the amount of time it takes to do certain tasks. So yeah, once again, hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the custom match. Okay guys, so Zero has been nerfed. Now for all of you who don't know, you're probably still wondering what are the specific things they've done to her to hinder her abilities. Well, that's what we're going to get into right now, and I'm going to inform you guys on all the changes. So the first thing they've done to Zero is they've increased the amount of time it takes to earn the ice pick. For all of you guys who don't know, this is her final specialist ability, the one that hacks, like completely hacks the other team. So it's going to take longer for you to earn this now. The second thing they've done is they've increased the time required to hack UAV score streaks, care packages, and counter UAVs. Now I think this is a fair trade-off because even before the 1.10 update, you could hack these things exceptionally fast. So I mean, I think this was a pretty fair trade-off, and it doesn't really affect her too much. The next thing that they did to her really affects almost all the score streaks in the game and is a very big change to her abilities. They've greatly increased the time required to hack sentry guns, drone squads, sniper nests, mantis, thresher, score streaks, attack choppers, and even the gunship. Now, in an article I read online, they said they weren't just going to double the time it takes to hack a gunship, they were going to quadruple the time it takes to hack a gunship. And as you guys see later in our testings, they definitely did so. Now moving on away from score streaks and what they've done to specific specialist abilities and how long it takes to hack those, the first person we're going to look at is Torx. Okay, Torx has his ultimate ability, which is a barricade which gives off radiation. Now the time to hack this has also been increased, so it's going to take once again a bit longer to earn this. And then another specialist who was also affected was Crash. Now Crash's assault pack, the pack he places down to provide his team with ammo and other resources, that is also not going to be increased in terms of how long it takes to hack it, but once his assault pack is hacked, it is no longer valid. It is expired and no one can use it, which I think is good because the whole trade-off in hacking the other team's abilities and then bringing it over to your team is a bit fishy to me. I don't really like that because you work so hard to get them and then all of a sudden now you're stealing it, you know what I mean? So the trade-off in terms of getting a free hack once a game essentially and then working for abilities and just taking them just isn't fair to me. So I'm pretty happy that they've nerfed these. So now that we've gone over everything that's been changed, I did a lot of testing in custom games to specifically see how it affects these specific score streaks and specific specialist abilities. We wanted to take a look at how long it takes to now hack them and sorry, excuse me guys, and oh man, again and what happens when you hack it. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is Crash's assault pack. After hacking it, it only took 1 second, so the time to hack has not been changed. And then once again, once you hack it, it expires. No one can use it. Their team can't use it. My team can't use it. It is donezo. The next thing we decided to hack was Torx Barricades. After we hacked it, it took about 2.5 seconds, and then once it was hacked, we then took it over. So it doesn't destroy it, it takes it over and brings it onto your team's side. That's all of the specialist abilities we tested using Zero's hacking ability. Now moving on to score streaks. When we first hacked the UAV, it on average approximately it took 2.25 seconds and it takes it over and brings it onto your team's side. This is similar to the counter UAV, which also took a comparative 2.25 seconds to take over onto your team's side again. Now, when we're looking at the care package, which is the next set of score streaks, well, it's the next score streak in the increased time to change hacking times without greatly changing it. So this is our last one in that category. We had the care package and it took 2.5 seconds to take over. So just a bit more than the UAV and the counter UAV. Now we're going to be moving on to the greatly increased time to hack score streaks. The first one up we have is the Sentry Gun. As you guys can see, after hacking it, it took approximately 5 seconds and it takes the score streak over onto our side. So this is still pretty overpowered, guys, because you're stealing a high kill streak such as a Sentry Gun. The next thing we decided to hack was the drone squad. This once again took a similar 5 seconds to hack and also takes it over onto our side. The next score streak we decided to hack was the sniper nest. Now this one was a bit different than the drone squad and the sentry gun. I think this one was a bit more fair, and I wish they implemented this hacking ability to more of the other score streaks. So I mean, either way, hacking a score streak is still pretty overpowered, but I mean, the fact that you take it over is even more overpowered. So looking at the sniper's nest, it also took a similar 5 seconds to hack, but once you hacked it, you didn't take it over, you destroyed it, which I think is fair, because if you're gonna hack something, don't be stealing. That's just, it's not right. So we're done with those score streaks. We're looking at the big score streaks now. We're going to be taking a look at the Mantis, the Thresher, Attack Helicopter, and then the Gunship, which we're all waiting for to find out what happens. So first off, looking at the Mantis, this one took 5.5 seconds to hack, and luckily it destroys it right away. This is similar to the Thresher, which also takes 5.5 seconds to hack and destroys it as well. Okay, so next up, this one is a score streak which differed and took a little less time, which is the Attack Helicopter. It only took 5 seconds to hack. And then when you hack it though, since I don't know if they did this on purpose, but since it takes around 0.5 seconds less to hack, they allow you to take an Attack Helicopter over. I mean, in my opinion, the Attack Helicopter is one of the most powerful score streaks in this game. So the thought of you taking it over is just absurd to me. But the only thing I really could stand by to defend their actions in doing this is that once you do take it over, it does not stay for long. It doesn't stay for the remaining Attack Helicopter life cycle. It's fairly short, so around 15 to 20 seconds, it then flew off and that was it. But you still pick up a couple kills with it. So this leads us to the final Gunship. We wanted to find out what happened when we hacked the Gunship. Well, after doing so, they definitely quadrupled the time. It took 8 seconds to hack a Gunship, and luckily after hacking it, it then finally destroyed it. So this is exactly what happens, how long it takes, and the outcomes of Zero's hacking abilities after the nerf. Do I think she is still a very, very strong specialist? Yes, I do, because I don't think it was so much the hacking times that made her overpowered. It was simply her abilities in itself, which are very overpowered. The fact that you could steal score streaks, steal specialist abilities, because these are all things that players work very hard for to earn in game. So I do think Zero is still a very strong specialist, and I'm glad you guys got to see all of the outcomes of her new abilities. Well, not new abilities, but abilities after the update. So that is all I have for you guys today on the Zero nerf. I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's all from me.
Hey everyone, that's all for me today. I hope you guys found today's video informative. If you did, please make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those bell notifications if you're not already subscribed. Huge shout out to Snoopy Slayer 11 and the Sacred One 420 for helping make this video possible today. I'll leave their names down in the description if you guys want to add them up and play with a cool couple of guys later. But yeah, that's all for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.